Hi everyone, this is Jean. This is the second part about awakening. After I did the first part, I felt there was something missing, and I felt I really wanted to share with you guys after my awakening. So I think it's very important for me to say all of this because I think so many people go through awakening and they feel lost and lonely, and just like I did, and I felt really unable to connect with anyone in my life. And because I could not connect with anyone in my life, I felt that I was the one that should be ashamed of, because I am the one that could not connect with my friends. I felt desperately isolated in my own world. And when that happened, I really wanted to have people that really understood me. So at that time, not only I was working for my own startup, I also was doing a full-time job. I really wanted to have people that really understood me, because at that moment I have nothing in common with the people that I used to know. My family did not live anywhere close to me, and I desperately needed support. So one time when I went to an entrepreneurship workshop, there was a girl there, and she recommended to go to a spiritual meditation center, which I went. Little did I know that was the beginning of a nightmare for me. It is literally a nightmare because that place turned out to be a cult. And it is important for me to mention that because when it comes to awakening, people are becoming very, very sensitive. And very often when you feel that you don't belong in this world and you feel very confused about everything that's in this world, you can fall prey by not so nice spiritual leaders. And that's why I needed to share this, because after I went into that center, that man said that, oh, they can make us become healers, you had to pay amount. And then what he did is he said, okay, let us give you some healing hands, okay, they called it that way, and you had to pay a fee. In which I was totally wanting to learn more about spirituality, because I did not understand everything that happened to my life up to now, and especially after the awakening, why people keep on leaving in my life. So because of that, I said, okay, so I'm gonna try this. And after I got that healing hand, what happened was the first night I started to get rashes all over my body. Only at nighttime. It disappeared during the day, but every nighttime it would just appear and constantly appear, and prevented me to sleep. And I did not understand that. And because of that, I had to work from home for a little bit, because I didn't understand what was going on in the conditioning of my body. And at that moment, I did not understand, but it is actually related to trap a soul. I'm sorry to say this, and I hope it does make sense to people. When you are being taken against your free will, this is pretty much what will happen. And because of that, I began to get really obsessed about this meditation center, which I don't understand why. It's just like I was so obsessed with it, and that every time there was a workshop, I would constantly go for it. And then the teachers were only teaching the same thing over and over, but I would just keep on paying and paying and paying, and I didn't understand why. And it didn't make sense to me logically, but people kept on going, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should just keep on going too. And then in this procedure, I lost quite a bit of money. So sometimes their workshop would be between $100 to $300. But once you're inside, it will tell you like, oh, you have like, we're all sinners, and then we are full with karma. We need to do loads of karma cleanses. And then we needed to get our chakras aligned, so you have to buy those golden light bulb that the teacher will give you. And then people will just go like mad and just buy those things that you don't see in real life. But I fell prey to it too. You know, I am really embarrassed to say at that moment I was really into that hype, and I didn't know that it was a cult, but it was really a cult. And every single time, every workshop, that teacher would say, oh, you guys are just sinners, and you have so much karma, and you have to clean your karma, and only I can clean your karma. And it was so painful, but to see, but people would pay $2K for it, $5K for it, and then he would force us, he would tell us to constantly trace calligraphies that he wrote, and then this way it will help us clean the karma. And I'm so sorry, I'm so embarrassed to say, but I really did buy into that, and I was so disillusioned by what I was seeing, what I was hearing. But every time I go to a workshop, I was just hearing the same thing. And my sister kept on telling my parents, like, there's something going wrong with Jean. She doesn't understand. Like, ever since she went into that center, she became like totally like a different person. And at that moment, literally, I did become a different person, but I didn't know it. I was very much, I don't know if there was something that happened, but I felt it was like a possession of me as a person. And then I would just like be brainwashed to constantly listen to what he had to say. Of course, I didn't realize it at the time, but it was one of the hardest journey that I could have ever gone through. And that's why I just wanted to share that with you. Of course, this is not the end of it. Of course, there is much more ahead, but I'm not ready to share with everything with you today. But stay tuned. I will one day tell you more. Thank you. Bye-bye.